How to use Mushroom Maker for ZBrush Be Artistic Squad. In this tutorial we will see how to use the brushes included in Mushroom Maker, create mushrooms in forests, fairy woods, gnome houses, and natural landscapes, and texture and model mushrooms easy. There's insert multi-mesh brush with the basemeshes, DragRect, DragDot and DragBrush there for sculpting only, without paint. You can click and drag to position, set size, or paint sculpted strokes in different ways. The painting brushes can paint texture only, or add paint and sculpt at once, in 3 ways. We are going to put mushrooms on this terrain. First we load the basemeshes using the multi-insert mesh brush. We place some mushrooms of different kinds. Split them from the mesh of the terrain, and then you can move them. Once created, we divide the mesh several times to smooth it a bit. We can use the groups to UV map it. Here we use our Power Maps plugin. Divide it until it reaches several million polys for painting. And create a mask on the cap. Use the polygroups to mask the parts easier. Smooth the mask a bit and invert it. This way it's easy to paint the parts of the mushroom. Now we create another mask for the gills. Smooth it in lower resolution. Then raise the division levels again. And invert the mask to paint the gills. With the PaintOnly brush, dragging, paint the gills. Finally, remove the mask and paint the border of the gills with the stem with care. It doesn't have to be perfect because this is just for having a smooth transition to the stem later. Then we use a paint drag brush to add texture and bump at the same time. We proceed the same way with the other mushrooms. It's all the same. Divide a bit, UV map, divide more for painting, and then use mask to not paint unwanted areas. Depending on the shape of the mushroom, you may need to make the masks in different ways. But the way of making mushrooms is the same. In some cases you may want to use a DragRect or draw brush for adding some bump. These are mushrooms that grow in the trunk of the tree. The IMM brushes of these mushrooms are rotated, so they are easier to place on the trunk. Once you painted all the textures, you can export them. Now duplicate and move the mushrooms for creating groups of them. Or you can use the move brushes for making each mushroom copy different.